my God, crypto, FTX. What a crazy time watching this much value leave the market like this. I think I think it's really something that affects the majority of people, because think of how many people, especially middle class people right now, who've gotten some wealth off of crypto in the last couple of years. That's kind of been
Yeah.
a big deal for a lot of us.
Oh yeah. Like there've been so many people who, because not even the people like I mean, you can imagine the people who got in at the very beginning, how much they made. Like, but I
Oh,
know they made a shit
absolutely.
ton, but like even the people who came in as soon as, like, let's say like 2 years ago, they still don't like, because like 2 years ago, what, let's say it was just was just like BTC. That was like
Yeah.
around what, 3 grand or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. When the lowest I got, yeah, was just about 3 grand still.
Yeah.
I remember I started jumping in between 6 and 8 when it touched there, during the original bull run during 2020 as well.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think especially during that time, for how many of us really didn't have much, to be honest. You know what I mean? Not a ton of net wealth to my name. To have, crypto, be able to throw a little bit of money in and watch it run up the way it did, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
see a much bigger number. I think that gave a big wealth effect to people in the middle class, specifically to our millennial demographic, also, because obviously we're probably one of the main demographics investing into something like this.
Yeah, I mean, I also figure like, also seems like it's more like aimed at right at us too, because I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, shoot, sorry, I lost my train of thought already. But but yeah, like, even because even with where BTC is right now, people still are really, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
They'd still be in the green if they invested like 2 years ago. So I mean,
Yeah,
but yeah, like it,
exactly.
so like, but yeah, seeing it shoot up the way it did, especially after the halving in was it 2021, when it shot
Right.
going as high as, I believe it was 69,000, like just like
Mm.
basically just below fucking 70K. Like,
Yeah. To
yeah.
watch some, yeah, to watch something, change exponentially like that. A lot of people, and once again, the middle class, the retail investor, the average person, I think there was a lot of wealth effect that was felt during that time from
Mhm.
things like Bitcoin specifically, Ethereum, the crypto markets in general. Obviously, like even think of like Doge, the runs up that happened in Dogecoin.
Yeah.
God. Um, and then think about even things like GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath and Beyond, all the different stocks that also had these crazy run-ups as well. It was really a lot of retail investors, average people like you and me, who were the ones who really came up big on that. It gave a real effect of people feeling like they actually were living a higher quality of life than they actually had in front of them, especially in
Mhm.
today's market with it.
Yeah. And I mean, with how easily I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but I'll go with that. How easily accessible it is for the middle class person.
Right.
Like it felt like it was a way for almost like the entire middle class to like
Mhm.
close that gap, that wealth gap a little bit.
Exactly. The remember when they had the whole like Doge to a dollar thing going
Yeah.
on there. And I mean, and it was like a kind of a pile on effect, like if we all buy in, it will all, run up. And obviously we
Yeah.
know what kind of rug pulls come from those situations. But that was
Hmm.
really like this whole, like, it almost did feel like kind of like a philosophy of like, if we're gonna get rich, this is how we're gonna do, is by investing into, I mean, really one of the few avenues that the average person has left, which is crypto, where you can throw in the
Hmm.
amount that you afford can put in.
Yeah. And in a sense, it brought it brought a sense of solidarity amongst the communities, crypto
Mhm.
community, and like even the average investor who started getting into it, because like you felt like you were really a part of something big or something that could become big. It felt
Right.
like it was almost like, it almost felt like a fuck you to the government and the USD,
Yeah.
because you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't control this. You can't tax this. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it did feel like a digital version of precious metals in a sense that, it was like,
Mhm.
this is mine. Uh,
Yeah.
who knows what the future holds for cryptocurrencies and the ability for people to do as they please with them.
Yeah.
Certainly with FTX right now, that's we have to imagine that the laws about uh, crypto being a security and what's allowed and not allowed is going to change significantly, probably 2023. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to watch some legislation even try and pass before the year is over at this rate, because this is a
Mhm.
large market cap we're watching disintegrate before our eyes, basically.
Yeah, even Janet Yellen warned that there could be like to watch out for heavy regulation for against the crypto. I mean, and they can use the last 2 years alone as a reason to
Yeah,
do it, just because of how volatile it was. Like, no currency
right.
should be that volatile. Like, I mean, look at the USD. Like, sure, it had that shot up and
Hmm.
stuff like that, but like it's been relatively staying until recently, like between
Right,
that 110, 113 range.
right. But
And
even
then like,
then, that fluctuation is nothing that in comparison to like how cryptocurrencies have
mhm,
moved. Like,
yeah,
yeah, the
like to
dollar
a
is
point where it's like
certainly.
extremely almost like you have to be very you have to have nerves of steel. Like, you have to not care about what's going to
Hmm.
happen, basically,
you
just because.
you you might have to have what they say are hands of diamonds, as I've
Yes.
heard the kids say. The diamond hands, definitely that movement. That's really where like how you said, like there's kind of like a solidarity in crypto. I do kind of feel that, because there really was like a real movement in that. Like I said, like the solidarity of, diamond hands, you
Mhm.
hold the bag on the way up and the way down. And
Yeah.
and to this day, there are still people who are dead. I remember it was a guy who was once about our age, I think, his mid-30s, who was a Dogecoin millionaire, and then he held, and now he's no longer a Dogecoin millionaire. I just thought it
Mhm.
was so interesting that, and he seemed unaffected by that. He was like almost more
Yeah.
proud of the fact that he held through that. And that's so, what an
Mhm.
interesting way to look at an investment. You know what I mean? It's
Was that
more
the dude who was
ideological.
leading the Doge to a dollar movement?
I I wouldn't be surprised. I think that might have been the same guy, honestly, which
Mhm.
does make sense why he would push for Doge to a dollar, since
Yeah.
that's his main investment. But yeah,
Like,
it's a real
I
thing.
can, yeah, I can understand the movement, but when they started rationalizing it with because Elon Musk is going to make an appearance on SNL, it's going to happen. Like, oh gosh, okay, no.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Like,
that's
how can we not see that? That should not be a reason for anything to act the way you want it. Like,
right.
really, Elon Musk making an appearance on SNL to help? Okay, okay.